Hi everyone. It's Wednesday, so I'm actually going to do another Witchy Wednesday video. It's been a couple weeks, I think. It's been a little bit crazy uh over here as far as like witchy practices. I actually am making a video today because it's the first day of Vestalia, which, as I've said before, my goddess is Vesta. I have to pull up my calendar because I can never remember how long it lasts. Okay. It runs from the 7th to the 15th. It is considered somewhat unlucky in Roman tradition. You don't get married during Vestalia. You don't do any kind of business. It's a week long, a little bit more than a week long holiday, and that's pretty common in Roman tradition to have very, very long festival weeks. It's amazing they got anything done in the damn empire. So, one thing that really bothers me, as I try to research more about Roman gods, is while Wiccans and neo-Wiccans do use Greek and Roman deities in their practices, and that's fine, they tend to mesh holidays, and Vestalia keeps getting linked with Litha, and it's not like Litha. There are some similarities, but not enough to be like, oh yeah, during Litha, Vesta's really strong, because no, if you use a Celtic calendar, it makes more sense to me to use the Celtic deities because that's what that was built for. And if you're Wiccan, Neo-Wiccan, using just the generic god and goddess works too. But when you crowd or try to force Vesta into Litha, it makes it harder for people who aren't Wiccan or Neo-Wiccan to find accurate information, which again is where you go to the history books and the very historical sites to find information. And that's just my rant about citing sources and, not shoehorning deities into celebrations that they don't have anything to do with. But yeah, so it's really hard because I can't do a whole lot for Vestalia. I can't have a fire going for, the 7-8 days that Vestalia takes place over. I usually get around that by lighting a candle for an hour, a red candle for an hour a day. And I also have incense that reminds me of Vesta. I'm probably going to make bread tomorrow, because the hearth is so important and it's where you make your bread, and bread was very important in Roman society. It was how most people got their calories for the day that they need for the day. Bread is very important in any ancient civilization because it's easy to make, it's cheap to make, and it's very, very packable. Like, bread today, not so much, but like ancient bread, so to speak, is more like a really good ciabatta bread where it's nice and hard and crusty and it can be packed and put away. And if you notice, ciabatta bread revives really easy. You can take it and bake it or steam it and it regains its softness really well. So I'm probably gonna make bread. I don't know what kind of bread. There's holy cakes and sacred cakes. It's a harder, denser bread that was made, but I have not been able to find a recipe or a recreation of the recipe. So I'm just gonna go and find a recipe for like a really crusty Italian bread. I say in quotation marks, like it's not what I've eaten since I was 2 years old. But that's something that I've found here. Like, I've only found one place in my entire life that makes the kind of Italian, and going off on another tangent, it's related because talking about bread. I've only found one place in the entire world that has made the kind of Italian bread that I like. And every place else it's not bad bread, so to speak, but it's not Italian bread. It's not crusty enough. It's not soft enough inside. I mean, even Italian bakeries, like there's one when I still lived in Connecticut, it didn't taste the same. It was, I don't know, there's something about this one friggin' store that had the best bread. Um, that's my bread rant. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing, lighting incense. It's gonna be a pretty subdued Vestalia until I can get into a house and not an apartment and have a fire pit. And I can't have a 7-day bonfire anywhere because, God, that would be expensive. So expensive. But being able to have a fire pit out back and to have a fire every night and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, I might come back tomorrow after I make the bread and see how it turns out and stuff. Um, give you the recipe I used and all of that. I was expecting to talk a little bit more about this, but again, my private practice is very, very private, hence, why I call it my private practice. So I am gonna do a ritual probably on the 12th. I might film a part of that and put it up. Um, it's definitely one of those things that I'm super nervous about doing because I've shown altar setups and stuff, but I don't think I've shown a full actual ritual, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day. Um, like, comment, subscribe. Links will be in the description below. And let me know what you do. If you have holidays or festivals that aren't celebrated by most Wiccans and pagans, what you do and how you sift through information and, you know, make things that are very ancient work for modern days, because I'm still working on that. So yeah, bye!